Get that. Wish I could turn that off. Yep, I'm live. There we are. G'day everyone. I'm just doing some testing. Live stream testing. Yep. Live with Restream. Restream helps you. Right, okay, I need to change that. Yep. Alright. Go away. Just it's a pain in the bum. It is. Let's change the background. There we go. That's better. All that go away. Okay, folks. Yep. g'day everyone. I hope you're well. I've just come on here to do some testing and just see how things go. I've now linked up the two pages, so my YouTube one and the one over on Facebook about my steamroller. So I'm just going to talk about the steamroller for a bit because I'm doing both streams, and I'll dig up some photos and show you guys. Remove source. Yeah, just bear with me, folks. Sorry for the lack of organisation. Yeah, gee. So I think I've got all. I think I've got one person on Facebook watching now on the roller page. Let's come on. Yeah. Damn thing. Anyway, yeah, I got too many devices, so just give you an update on what's happening. Where are we going here? So the wife and I decided to go for a bigger shed. So the old shed that's behind me there on the screen is going to be dismantled and moved over and becomes my wife's new shed, workroom, craft room, she shed, whatever you want to call it. And we've got a new one going in place of the one that's behind me, which is much bigger. And let me just pull this up. There we go. It's been in the last couple of days. It's been a big day. We've been working a fair bit. So we'll just add this over here. So that's going to be the new shed, a lot bigger. I'll zoom in a bit. Go back. So yeah, a lot bigger. The steamroller will go in the middle one. This side's going to be a workshop. So it's almost twice the area of what I've got now, or what we got now. And cars will be able to go in there, or should be able to go in there without any problems. It's not only higher, but it's longer. It's also wider. So that's happening on the home front, and we've got a lot of work to do for ourselves in the meantime. Now, what we're doing is cleaning out the old shed. We've already moved a bunch of stuff. I'll give you an idea. This is probably the better idea. Here we go again. Window there. Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it, mate. So for those of you over on Facebook who are listening into this and watching this, I'm also streaming at the same time on YouTube. So there's quite a bit going on. So this is the current shed, 9x6. A lot of people have this sort of thing in their yards. So we're clearing out the inside, and all this is going, what you see there. We've already moved out a heap of stuff out of my wife's the old car garage, which is the wife's converted workroom. That's all going. That's the shed you can see behind through the doors. We've got to demolish it. And yeah, just a bunch of work going on. So we've been flat out. Um, um, AJ, yeah, mate, yeah, we sure have. A lot of top secret stuff. Um, Top secret in terms of, you know, there's no bigot list or special handshake or anything to see what goes on in the shed. We just get in and do it, and yeah, so that's what's going on there. Some been last couple of days been long days. My dad came up and helped us out today. So yeah, just go go go. Go go go. Now let's. No, I know why. Now we've also g'day to my total of one viewer watching over on Facebook Live. No, AJ, no. No, no. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny watching myself. It's source. I've got to get back into. Got to get back into, getting some practice of using this platform and source. Don't worry, I'm just bumbling away to myself here. I've done it here before. How can I add? So I've got it open on Facebook Live, and it's interpreting everything I say and putting it up on screen, which is a bit annoying. I would like to turn that off. If anybody knows how to turn that off, I would love to. Because I don't think it needs it. That's what they seem to do now, but it's just annoying, and I think it takes away from the video personally. Because you come on here to listen to the people and watch them, not read what these. Anyway, that's why I'm doing all this testing. So, how can I do this? How can I do this? Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. So the main, yeah, the main reason why I wanted to go to two streams is that when I start doing some serious work on the steamroller, I'll be doing some live streams from there. I'm showing people what I'm doing, putting it back together, etc., etc. Or even once the new shed gets set up and the workshop gets set up and things get put back in and so on, I'll do some live streams just to show people how I do things. It's not a way that everyone does repairs or goes about doing work, but it's just the way I do it. And hopefully some people might find it interesting. And also it'll be at different times. It won't be at this time of night. So people around the world will be able to look at it live too. Friends in America, and I've got quite a few people who follow what I'm doing in the UK, over in the UK, there's a big following for our, there's a big following for road steam or heritage vehicles in general, and that includes vintage trucks and cars and buses and motorbikes and you name it. So it's been very grateful. It's been a big help to connect with people over in the UK with the same type of steamroller as what I've got. And of course, I've connected with many people here in Australia as well in the restoration of the steamroller and historic vehicles. Also, many friends have helped out around and family as well. So this project is just not all me. It's been a big effort on behalf of everyone that's been involved, and yeah, I can't thank them enough for being on this journey. So it's great to see. It's been very rewarding, actually, very rewarding. Um, yeah, let's get a photo up. Photo. I just want to show a photo. So I'll do it this way. Don't worry, folks, I'm going to get more professional at this as we go along. Oh, well, you'd hope so anyway. And so, come on. Why won't you do that? Sorry, I like talking to myself. I'm sure all of us do. Now, sorry for the dead air, folks, but I'm just trying to find a photo. And you would think it'd be easy to find. We've got 20,000 plus photos, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. Um, All right, I didn't go back far enough. Righto, this is better. AJ, that's just where we roughly marked out. No, it's not immaculate. It is dying because we haven't had enough rain. We really do need some more rain here. Um, um, and I know. Right, so I finally found what I want. What I really, really want. And I'll do this again. Share screen, and here we are. This is the beast when I brought it home. This is when I first picked it up and brought it home. That's how I got it. That's how we got it. Yeah, so that's winching it onto the tilt tray from work. Yeah, AJ. Oh no, gee, Funk and Hungry. So just to explain again to everyone that's listening and watching, I'm streaming to two platforms at the moment. One is to do with the steamroller. The other one is my YouTube channel. So I've got followers on both, and I'm referring to their names from YouTube. I haven't seen anyone pop up from Facebook yet and make a comment. So that'll be interesting. I'm sure there is people watching over on Facebook, which is good. So yeah, so that's her all nicely tied down and on the truck, ready to come home. That's Works Tilt Tray. Work for an earth moving company, and yeah. So of course, like every project, you bring it home and then you unload it and you start working on it. Going back through the videos, and of course from the start, the wife has been there helping me. And in that photo, I captured that magic moment of her laughing or talking to me or something silly, and away we went. Now, like I said, we had friends and family, so we got the wife on the gurney gun, me sitting on the chains of the front rolls. With the steamroller, you don't refer to them as wheels; you call them front rolls or rear rolls. And we've got the apprentice up there telling us what to do. Thanks, AJ. Yeah, she's a good. So we first started. And that's my dad there helping out, cutting out the old boiler tubes, which are heavily scaled with lime. Just there's me inside the boiler. I can actually just fit inside that's the firebox. Normally the fire's in there. The fire hole door is behind me. So I'm inside there to grind the ends off the tubes. These are the boiler tubes. Thanks, G. They're the boiler tubes. And they're beaded over at the end in the firebox, so the fire doesn't deteriorate the ends of the tube. Now, let's zoom in here. Can't probably make it out. Oh, you can make it out there. So this is the plate that's been oxy-cut. So this was built in 1926. So you can still see the striations of the oxy-cut of the flame cutting where they cut the plate. And that's a close-up shot of the of the boiler tubes, and I'm grinding off the bead, and I've made up a tool. So I'm hitting the end of this tool with a hammer to knock the tube into the boiler barrel, and we'll show you a photo. So that's looking through from the firebox end, and you can see the tubes. We've cut them in half, and then we've knocked them into the boiler barrel. And this is a better photo. You can see you just got to move it the thickness of the plate, which is about this is 9/16, about 14 millimeters. Maybe it's 5/8, 16 millimeters. I just forget now. And the various crazy things that I do at work, and some plonker smiling and holding a grinder in his hands. This is what we had to do. We had to oxy cut the tubes in half to get them out, because the boiler was full of lime scale. Give you an idea, this is looking in from, they call it a manhole door, but in fact it's just really an inspection door. Yes, AJ, it will be fully operational once we've finished the restoration on it. So the story is, it worked its whole life. It was built in let me get this right. It was built in 1926, exported, built in 1926 by John Fowler and Company of Leeds in London, and exported out here to Australia. Now, John Fowler and Company were exporters of cultivating machinery around the world, very much like Caterpillar is today. And they exported a lot of equipment out here to Australia. Some of it survived, a lot of it went to scrap, and some of it has been exported back to United Kingdom, because it's got such a big following. So you can see the lime scale built up on the boiler tubes and the crap in the bottom of the boiler barrel. There's a dog. That's my mum and dad's dog. Yours truly, cutting away with the oxy. Yeah, so, and a couple of big lumps of calcium that my wife pulled out of the bottom of the boiler barrel. And you can see she's got her safety boots on there, like we all do. So this process went on for a couple of days, and the end result was we got all the boiler tubes out, and left with a pile of lime scale in the bottom. And you can see lime scale. Lime scale is a process of what's left over from boiling water, and the water out in around the Toowoomba district where this worked is pretty hard, and it certainly can cause a lot of problems. Any build up like that will cause insulation, and you won't get proper heat transfer. So use more timber or more coal to get the same job done. But anyway, that's all gone now, and we'll be getting into it. That's photos from work. It's work. It's a D10R that we used to have. It's our biggest dozer we've ever had. So that's the sort of stuff I play with. Thanks, Roger. What else can we? And this is the steamroller. When I first took it down to our club, we'd already started working on it by now, but we had a rally on, and my friend Bill, who was the president, said, let's bring it down and show everyone, and that's what we did. And his roller is, he's got a Marshall S-type steamroller. So Marshall and Sons were another English company in Gainsborough of England. And that's his roller in the background. His is a little bit bigger than mine, I haven't actually got a side by side. This one's 8 ton in working order, and the one behind it is about 10 ton. So similar size. Both do the same job and roll roads. Right, I'm going to stop sharing that for the moment and bring yours truly back on there. And I'm getting all sorts of. Just hang on a sec, folks. Yeah. So as you can see, oh, righto. So moving right along, you guys see what I do for work and what I do in my spare time. Just a crazy guy with too much time on his hands. Um, and we'll just go through a few more photos. Like I said, this is just a test for video and audio. Now I've got it on Facebook. Now this is back in 2018. I'll bring this photo up of a truck I saw. I was pulled up somewhere, and its painting was really well done. Let's go full screen on that. And this sort of relates to my hobby. You can see some of the older vehicles on there. I'll just zoom in a bit. So that's a bread van that many of you may have been used to. This name down here, Scammell, that's another English manufacturer of vintage trucks. We can see a London bus there. So this guy was hauling for Sims Metal. It's a scrap metal company here in Brisbane. Oh yeah, and now there was a lot of detail on it. So there you go. There's it's a steam truck or a steam wagon, as they're referred to. That one, for instance, was the Isle of Man. So this is once again an English setting. This and that one there, most people may recognise that steam locomotive as the Flying Scotsman, a very famous steam locomotive. So this truck was really well done. Sorry, folks, I'm getting a bit dry in the mouth. Yeah, so that's more of work. Boiler tubes for the roller. I should turn that off. Some silly plonker. These English people are a bad influence because I'm working on an English steamroller. I'm starting to use funny English language like plonker. So I don't know. Yeah, gee, I just saw your comment there. It's now 42 minutes. AJ, okay, good question. Right, okay. So a steam engine and a steamroller have two things in common, and that's the boiler. The boiler is the thing that is the pressure vessel which supplies steam to the pistons to move the engine along, whether it's a steam engine or a steamroller. Principle's all the same. It's just slightly different in its arrangement. So no, I'm only working on a steamroller. However, in saying that, um, um, I am working on a steam engine, but not at home. Not yet, anyway. There is one close by which I wouldn't mind. I'll see if I can find. Um, see if I can find. Where are we? Don't think I've got it here. Just bear with me, folks. And once again, we are testing. This is just a test. Nothing was scheduled. I didn't really plan. I'm just playing around, getting, just having a play, seeing how things look and sound. And while I was at it, I just thought I'd talk steamrollers. Um, Now, I was trying to find a photo for AJ, the steam engine I'm working on. That'll confuse him, and which I can't find. Actually, I will find. So here we go. Now, some silly plonker. Oh, there I go again. This bloke gets himself in photos quite often. There it is there. I'll just go full screen on that. Yeah, so that's me, myself, and quite a few others working on this steam engine. And if it looks vaguely familiar, this steam engine used to work at Dreamworld, the theme park on the Gold Coast, where I was employed for a while over various times to drive this steam locomotive, plus one other. And that's another story in itself. So I will. So what I'm going to do now is I am. Social comments. Where. Right. So I'm going to bring young G in, G the Hyper Sapien, or Funk and Hungry, as you may know him. I'll bring him in. He's been patiently waiting. Thank you, G, for being on here.
No worries at all. I heard your mouth was a bit dry and stuff. I thought I'd maybe cover if you want to head off and get a drink for a bit or
Yeah,
whatever.
I appreciate that. So I actually wasn't struggling for time. I'm just playing around and testing. So I will jump out for a second, and I'll come back if you don't mind. Thank you.
No worries at all. Hey, what's going on, AJJJ? And anyone else that's watching? So looks like we have four people watching. One person's watching from Mark's Roller Restoration Facebook group. So hello to you. And we have four people on Mark's YouTube. So yeah, for anyone that is on the Facebook page that may not know about it, there's Mark obviously has a YouTube channel. If you want to head over there and check that out and give him a sub to it, would be good. And yeah, obviously you can follow him on YouTube then.
Thanks, G, for that. I appreciate it. Now, just to let everyone know, Restream is the platform I've been using. I recently, just to give a heads up to everyone, I just signed up for it. They had a good deal going, and I've also made this gentleman on the screen here with me an administrator as well, so he can come in and have a look and set up and try a few things for himself to see if he likes it, and maybe buy a package and go with that instead of the one he's using at the moment. So this is all. Well, it's not really new. It's just getting used to what's going on here, and it did. It showed me a little pop up, something about. I don't know if anyone's commented on the Facebook page. Have you seen any comments on the Facebook page there? I made one about testing. Um, so if I put a comment in the chat here, um, I'll just put. So if I send that, that'll Restream will post it on both both pages.
Well, that's kind of cool because on StreamYard you get separate comments pop up for each one you're streaming on. For this, it says host, and then it has like a green tick with a YouTube symbol and a Facebook
Facebook,
symbol.
yeah, yeah,
So that's a little bit more sort of neat and tidy.
yeah. Um, you can change that if you like. You can just
Okay.
do it for one or the other. You just got to down where you go to write your comment. You can select which one, or you can do the both. So, um, so yeah, with the in the design studio, you can see that I've added my steamroller as so the Restream logo's gone and my logo is the steamroller. So I can either I can hide that completely if I like, um, or or I can put something else in there, which is good. Um, it seems quite customizable.
Yeah.
Um, so what's that? Yeah, right. Um, captions, well, you've got all the usual captions, and you can add in. Um, excuse, oops, excuse me. Oh, hello there. That's from Facebook, right? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So I'll definitely go back and rewatch this and go, oh my god, why'd I do that? Cringe, and it's more to do, like I said, more to do with how I sound and things like that. What it looks like.
Yep.
Obviously, it looks pretty good. I think we're
Looks good,
streaming.
sounds good, and yeah,
Great,
just
great.
now that I can see a little bit more of Restream,
Oh,
it's very similar to StreamYard, which is good
mm,
because it's going to be easy if I do sort of start using this one. But yeah, like
well,
everything
yep.
looks quite nice to me.
I've actually got Facebook open. I can see you and me on screen. It's a few seconds behind, like all, and so I'm going to follow you back. I'm probably following you back. No, I should be following back as me. Um, and there's one person watching over on Facebook Live. So anyway, yeah, no, things are working out for the better. The only thing I don't like, and what I talked about it before, is that over on Facebook Live, um,
Yeah.
it's showing in. Hang on. Uh, so everything we're saying, it's coming up um, typed on screen, which is a bit annoying. And I was, oh, righto, live captions. Okay, I've gone into that. Right, righto, I've got it. Okay, so that's part of live captions. And I suppose for some people that's going to be good. They might be hearing impaired in some way. So um,
Yeah,
for some,
a lot of times they can turn on subtitles. Like I know you can turn them on YouTube, obviously, in your own settings as well. So
yeah.
yeah,
And now, well, I'm gonna put that, minimize that. Righto. So there's just you and me. So let's get rid of that. Obviously, there's a bit more to learn on here.
Yeah.
Um, I, there probably is a bit more. Um, that's the design. I thought there was a bit more stuff in the design studio. Like if, hang on. So if I go back there, okay, we can have these funky things going on in the background. You know, for some people that might
Oh,
be all right.
it's a little bit like Birds of Paradise plant.
Yeah, yeah, and of course you can add your own too. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, so look, like I said, it's probably worth it. It may not be worth it. I've probably got to change a few things, get a bit better at what I'm doing. You know, the way I talk, the way I approach things. Um, stop saying all the time.
Yeah, I noticed that I did that when I first started doing live streams and stuff, because I'd done some on other people's channels, like on a friend's hobby channel. I just found I don't feel like I do it as much anymore. So yeah, it's just one of those situations that you kind of get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I wonder if. Okay, so if I, yeah, if I
So
click in,
AJ saying he doesn't like that, but yeah, as you said, I guess it might be a little bit of a distraction for some people from just watching us act like plonkers. So
yeah, yeah. Oh, look, it's totally. I just didn't, like I said, I just didn't realise that closed captions had automatically turned live, transcripts on or whatever they call it.
yeah,
In the future, it's just something to be aware of. And I was just wondering if you go into destinations, if I turn one of them off, I wonder if it'll stop streaming to it. But end stream will, of course, end stream to both platforms. But that's
mm,
the whole idea. When you go in, I don't know how much you've. G'day, Greg. Greg is one of my followers on from the Facebook page from the Steamroller. Greg, I'm just doing a live stream. I'm just doing some testing with myself and my friend here. Um, I've just recently set up live streaming on both the roller page and my YouTube page. I talked about the roller before, so we're just having a bit of a chit chat and playing around with some settings with the software here. So that's what we're up to, mate. But thank you very much for joining us. In the future, I will be doing some live streams to do with the steamroller. And in the meantime, if you haven't caught the post I made before, we're putting up a new shed at home. We're doing a lot of sorting out and cleaning up and tearing down of sheds and moving things. So the roller's going to take a back burner for a while. Still things happening, still on the go, but that's what's going on. I haven't. One thing I haven't tried is restream from the mobile platform. Yes, mate, they certainly do. You're doing some great work yourself. I better put that. There we go, and we'll put Greg's comment on up there on. Greg's restoring a historical piece of machinery himself. He puts a post
yeah,
up every so
nice.
often on Facebook. Well, actually, I follow quite a few people, and you'd be surprised how many people are actually restoring, some sort of steam machinery or vehicle. Um, it is a niche thing. It obviously hasn't got the following like something like Warhammer or an online video game, but there's still plenty of interest out there. That's for sure. One thing, yeah, just getting back to, I haven't tried using Restream on either of my mobile devices like the tablet or the phone yet, but I can't see why it wouldn't work. These, regardless of of your device, they should all be able to manage it without any problems. Is that something you tried at all, G?
What was that, sorry?
Oh,
On the phone?
yeah, yeah. Have you tried streaming from your phone at all, or?
Only when I've joined people's streams, really, and uh, I guess I did do it once when I was doing like a hobby video, and I had my phone so I could show people what I was doing, and then I used the laptop just for the webcam. It was okay, but yeah, the phone ended up because I was just playing around, and the phone ended up dying before I finished the stream. But that's just one of those, you know, I didn't really prepare myself properly, I guess, and it wasn't fully charged.
Oh, that's all right. As long as we, it's probably a little bit better. As long as we have a go, that's the main thing. You got to get out there and
That's
have a go, and do your own thing. And righto, that's right. So Greg is, on his Facebook page, he has a number of different projects, like most of us. The lister is now finished. So Greg's got a 4-inch scale traction engine that he's reboilered for a friend. Miniatures in the steam road vehicle scene is also pretty big in the UK as well. So for many people, owning a full size steam engine or steamroller is either cost prohibitive or they can't keep it at their premises or something like that. So
Yeah,
a lot of them go for a scaled down model, and they come in all various shapes and sizes, anything from something very small that will sit on your desk up to a 4-inch scale that Greg has been working on. Some people even go 6-inch scale. The bigger the number, the bigger the size. In some cases, there were some very small traction engines made back in the day, and if you do a half size one of them, they're ideal for one person. So what I might do is just show a quick photo of of a scale model of a traction engine. Um, and I've had one bloke in the UK reach out to me to get some detailed information on one he was building. Now, obviously, let's go. So, give you an idea. This is probably the best. Nope. Something I'll do a talk about one night, I think. So I'll go share screen just to give their image. So I'll bring that up, and I'll just put us down below. Um, that'll give you an idea of a couple of miniature traction engines. So the bigger one would be, just off the top of my head, would be a 6-inch scale, and the other one is probably either a 2 or a 3-inch scale. Both of the same design, both of the same engine, and of course these are a lot more manoeuvrable and easier to display and take to shows and things like that. Um, that that gives you an idea. No, not quite, AJ. Mind you, there's plenty of people out there making cannons as well. Um, there was now for most people, it'll be when they think of a miniature traction engine or something like that. It might be the this one, the Memod. Here we go. The Memod type miniature steam traction engine that you could buy from a hobby shop or something like that. That's for some people that's going to be their first introduction into this scene, and some people move up from there. They go to a bigger model or something like that. So yeah, so that's like that. It's good. The other thing is, when you're sharing something on screen like we are here, if you just go onto the screen, a little icon will come up, and it'll light up and say hide, or you can rotate it
Okay, yeah,
around or replace. Sorry, not rotate it, but replace. So you don't have to keep going back over to the side where it is. So you can just click it there, and it's gone, and it's back to us again, or whatever else you're presenting.
yeah,
And
that's nice.
so yeah, just more features. But there you go. Thanks, AJ. Sometimes a background can be too distracting, and to be to be totally honest, if I'm going to have a background, um, maybe like if we're talking space related or something like that,
Mm.
just this is probably not going to work because of the style of background it is. And just waiting for it to load, you go something crazy like that. And to give you a bit of an idea, that's no, hang on, it's little g, big G. Oh, there we go.
It's
Oh,
like you're the overlord, though.
yeah, I am the overlord. Yeah, we can take. Oh, I'm a silly boy. See, that's what you get. That's why you need. Sometimes that's why two sets of eyes are better than none. I didn't realise that taking myself off screen, I went mute. Let's do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
again. I thought, yeah, no. Usually, I thought it would have come up. Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Okay. Oh boy, where's the crystal skulls? In the cave, I think. Still, hopefully, are they still
Isn't
there?
Indiana Jones trying to get them?
Yeah.
You have to ask him.
Oh no. How about Indiana Jones and the Zimmer frame?
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it? Oh look. Um, I think I'm going to wrap this up because I'm just starting to blabber on about silly crap, and I'm sure the people who look at this on Facebook are going to go, "What is he talking about?" But
Yeah.
once again, um, actually, I might just if I just no, hang on. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I've turned off the stream, so you can click where it says. Um, you go up and you can go edit destinations,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I just turned off the one to the Facebook page, and it ended the stream. So we're still live here
that's
on
pretty cool.
YouTube,
Yeah,
but it ended over there, which um, I didn't, like I said, this was totally off the cuff. I didn't plan to go for as long as I did. Um, I didn't expect you to come on. I didn't expect to see so many people in here. Look, it's great. I'm glad it's
so you
working.
had a good turnout. I feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, so I'll be a bit more casual now. No, I'm not on Facebook. Um, wife and I, the
Talk
last
about
couple of
naked
days,
aliens.
yeah, we'll talk about naked aliens. Yeah. Um, speaking of which, that's what I was going to do. The wife and I have been working pretty hard the last couple of days.
Yeah,
In fact, I might even go and delete that stream off my Facebook page. Um, just trying to find an appropriate sort of. Um, of course, you want a HD. Hmm. That one. You can download. I'll just type in a free one. So many people they want to charge for something now. I suppose that's fair enough because you, if you're a creator, you want to be compensated in some way um,
yeah,
for your
your time.
for your time. Um, oh, excuse me. Oh my god. I probably even got a photo myself in my photo library. I think I have got a decent background there. Um, well, that's looks pretty good. Let's see if we can. There we go. Design background. That one. See if that's gonna. What's that looks like? Oh, how's your day been, G?
Yeah, not too bad. I ended up just editing that video earlier on, chucked that out, and yeah,
So if you're gonna, that one's a pretty good one. Um,
yeah. See, I feel like you want something kind of fairly dark, but obviously a little bit interesting, but not that much where it sort of takes away from it. That's what I
yeah. Do you think
try to do.
do you see like the sun there? Do you think that's too much?
No, I don't feel like that's too much, and I feel like it's actually kind of cool because you're the host, and it kind of almost like like I'm a little bit darker over here, so it kind of highlights your side a little bit more,
Mm,
especially with two people. No, I
I
feel like
wonder if
that's to me that's fine to me.
I wonder if what's that look like? As I wonder if that's going to be too much. Oops, didn't I do it enough? Oh, there it is. So that's
Oh, that looks nice as a background.
well, that's the same photo. It's just reversed
Yeah,
it as the background. But do you think that's too bright and distracting? The
I
star.
don't think it is. No,
Uh,
no.
that sort of works better for whatever reason. I the because I haven't got a green screen behind me, it seems to for a while there it seemed really bad for whatever reason. It just didn't work as well
Yeah,
as I thought it wasn't working as well as what was on StreamYard. Um, but yeah, well, look, so far I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm happy that I can do two streams now. Yeah, I had to pay for it to get. Now that's nice. That's really nice. Um, I'm like I said, it works out to be 14.50 a month or something like that. And like as you said, even if you don't use it, it's no real big loss.
yeah.
Is that my something just went boo? Maybe it's my headphones going flat. Um, yeah. Oh, what's in the chat? Oh, thanks, AJ. AJ's here. He's given us support, and we've got four other people watching us too. So
I feel like, funny enough, like this whole setup with the backgrounds kind of all works a little bit, like yours and my one and the back. It just kind of blends in because the
mm,
similar colors, blues and some
yeah,
dark
yeah,
colors. And
yeah, yeah. So yeah. Look, you can add your channels. There's no reason why you can't come in and use this platform with your channels. You can add
okay,
um, when you go in. You can because you're an administrator. I've given you full access. You're an administrator. You can add your destinations to it. Right? I can't
yeah,
see why you can't, and have a play. There's no obligation. Just have a play. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's as simple as that. And
oh yeah, I appreciate that.
if you don't want to be an administrator anymore, it's not going to be any skin off my nose. I'm not worried. You know. Um,
No, I'm happy to help, and yeah, that's why I jumped in a little bit earlier. But instead of just jumping on, I sort of sent you that message saying that if you
yeah,
need to go get a drink and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
I'm happy to
yeah.
jump on.
No, I was. Thank you, AJ. Yeah, it's quite fitting. So yeah, it's just all one big experiment. If it falls in a heap and doesn't work out, then I'm just going to go. Okay, didn't work. But
Yeah,
I'm going to slowly work on it and do it. I'm quite enjoying it. Um, yeah, so far so good, and I think we're just going to go. Well, I'm going to go from there. Um, Look,
that sounds good.
it's been fun. So far, it's fun. Other people can do whatever they want to do. I'm not. I'm not. I'm interested in the group we do, and I mean, if Roger wants some help, I'll help Roger, and whoever else help you. If you want some help, I'm happy to help you. I appreciate you coming on here, and that's it's you know as I think as long as I think where things can go wrong if it gets too much, too serious. I mean,
Yeah,
it's good to do this, but you got to have a break. You got to walk away from it at times. And I like what you're doing. Your approach. You do the Saturday and you do the Monday, and then the rest of the
yeah,
time you're doing your own thing. And I know I've been on here a lot, but I've been on here for a purpose, and that's to get used to it, to do testing, to muck around with it, and
mm,
I've still got a lot more to talk about to do with my steamroller. And excuse me, while I'm not physically working on my steamroller, I can talk about my steamroller or things related to my steamroller, which, you know, I suppose some people would say that, I only talk, you only talk about what you're interested in. Well, most people do that anyway, you know.
mm.
But that's my ramblings. You don't have to agree with me. We're adults. We can agree to disagree. We're all going to have a different opinion. It's that simple.
No, I feel like you're doing a great job. As I've said, it's nice that we all have our own streams that we join in on each other because
Hmm.
you being the host, you kind of have your own direction and where to go, and that's what's interesting. And I mean, like AJ and Roger and other people, it's just like you had a pretty good turnout tonight, and I feel like that's just because the more you stream in, the more people are starting to say, "Oh, he's streaming more often," and they're starting
Yeah,
to stick around and stuff. And
yeah.
yeah, so that just happens with doing it more often.
Mm. But I got to, like I said, I definitely got to, as enjoyable as this is, I got to do like you do and take a break, and
Yeah,
maybe do Tuesday, Thursday, I don't know, Sunday or something. In
yeah,
in saying that, I might start doing something every night, which I really shouldn't, because um, it's taking time away from me doing other
yeah,
things.
yeah,
As fun as it is, yeah. And I suppose having that break will also give you time to reflect on what you've done, and maybe
yeah.
think of other content to, to talk about in the next one. Um, so yeah. So well, seeing this was a total just throw it together impromptu thing, I think I'm gonna wind it up there. Let's plug your channel, G, because you've been kind enough to come up and help out. Plug your channel. Put it in the what's the name? Uh, Put a link in the chat.
Okay, so yeah, I have a couple of channels, but I'll put the main channel that I normally do, which is food reviews, and that would be known as Funkin' Hungry, which quite a lot of people here would already know about. And I guess I'll quickly chuck up the new channel, which is doesn't necessarily really have a name yet. Where custom. Oh, that's all right. We'll just leave it at that for now. But yeah, I was before as well. Just I'll mention that to Mark. I did add your channels to in my profile on YouTube. You can sort of add profiles to it, so I did add yours. So yeah, it's
Thank you
just
very
all about
much.
really no problem. It's just really about helping each other out, and that's what sort of to me this community and just friendship and just YouTube as general should be.
Yeah,
Just supporting each other. And that's what really humans should be doing, helping each other instead of competing. So, yeah, I appreciate you letting me share that. And yeah, you will see Mark on my live streams. He joins quite often. And yeah, I plan to sort of help him out as much as I can. And
yeah. Like I said, I definitely don't want to go. Definitely don't want to go overboard with it. In saying that, I probably will
yeah,
at some stage. I know my wife has already made a few comments, so it must be getting a
oh,
bit
you're
too
on that.
much.
You're on that again. You're going live again or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just set something up here. Hang on a minute. And where did I do it? So I do like this. Um, at some stage, I'm going to have to change it, but for the moment, I'm not monetized. In the early days, I did actually sign up to be monetized for YouTube, but I didn't really do much with it. And
Yeah,
um,
that is so true.
yeah,
But do you have? I don't know if Mark has haters yet. I'm sure they come in. I'm sure they're probably already lurking, getting ready to
yeah, yeah.
hassle you. But yeah, that's
It
something
it
to look forward to as well.
we've got 5 people watching us now, and it would be interesting. And like AJ is the only one who's actually um, commenting.
Engaging. Yeah,
So one might be Roger. It'd be interesting to know who the others are. It would be
yeah.
great if you could click on it, right?
And it says there,
Oh,
yeah,
actually, um, so it's 4 on YouTube and one on Facebook. So that gives you the 5 in total. Um, so yeah. So anyway, I'll play that little outro, and we'll wrap it up.
all right. Take care, everyone.
Well, folks, it's time to call it a night. Do what you feel and keep both feet on the wheel. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So till next time,
Move 'em on.
hit 'em up,
Hit 'em up.
move 'em on,
Move 'em on.
hit 'em up,
Rawhide. Cut 'em out.
ride 'em in,
Ride 'em in.
cut 'em out.
Cut 'em out. Ride 'em in. Rawhide. Rawhide.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Good night.